Welcome back to the channel. This video is a game plan on what you need to be doing in your ones games to make sure at the very least that you're not losing all of your games and really just implementing a winning game strategy. A lot of people, they don't play ones because they just don't understand that it is a different mode and it needs to be played differently. In twos and threes, you can basically get away with doing a lot more risky things and committing more. In ones, it's a lot more, I don't know, it's almost more boring. So there's a couple things that you want to think about when you're playing a ones game. You want to make sure that you're always keeping enough boost in the tank to successfully defend, and you want to have more boost than your opponent ideally. So sometimes you are going to be going for boost over ball. At the higher level, maybe, you know, people are better at like conserving their boost and stuff, but I'm only like champ 1 in ones right now, so we're not worried about it. Just try to have more boost than your opponent. Number 2 is don't lose your kickoff straight in your own net. If you're just having the ball go straight in your net on kickoff, it's like the worst feeling. Sometimes it happens, but it really shouldn't be happening. Just hit the center of the ball on kickoff. Doesn't matter how long it takes you to get to the ball. As long as you're hitting the middle of the ball, it's not going to go straight in your net. And the third thing, and this is like the biggest, is your general game plan into ones is to force your opponent somehow into your corner where you can then collect this mid boost. Like, your game plan in ones needs to be forcing your opponent into one of your own corners where you are in front of the ball. You grab the boost, 50 it in such a way that, or you know, just collect the ball in such a way that you can swing it around and hopefully just push it into their net before they get back. And if you can't push it into their net before you get back, then your next plan is to get it on top of your car and flick it into their net. The third thing about that is if you are able to get it on top of your car and they are about to challenge you, if you try to flick it and they're challenging you and you don't flick it over them, it's going in your net every single time. I'm sorry, that's just how Rocket League works. If you're going on an attack like this and they challenge you before you get your flick off, it is going into your net. So what you can also consider doing is dropping it just like that. You're going to lose the 50. It's probably, I mean, sometimes you'll win the 50. If they jump too high, you know, you just get a free goal. But more likely, you'll lose the 50, but it probably won't go straight in your net. I should mention that you don't want to drop it like this, because that will just go backwards when they challenge. You want to kind of just let it go in front of you and jump. That's called a low 50 if you don't already know. And those are your three options on the counterattack. So you can either just push the ball into their net, you can try to flick it, and if you're trying to flick it and you see they're challenging you and you haven't got the flick off yet, you need to drop that ball ASAP, because if you don't, it's going straight over your head and into your net. So let's get into a game, and I'm going to show you how to implement this game plan. I am going to make mistakes. I'm having issues with my jump button, so sometimes like my car just doesn't jump or it doesn't flip. That's going to come up. It's not an issue with like my dead zones or anything. The button just sticks, and I haven't even ordered a new controller yet, but I'll get one eventually. Also, it's 1 in the morning, so the sweats might be on, and there's a little bit of pressure on me to not lose this game, since this is like a how to not lose at ones video. But we're just gonna try to take my own advice and see how it goes. So that was an issue with my jump. Oh, my opponent missed. That was an issue with my jump button. I messed up my kickoff, which is going to happen. Let's see if we can 50 this ball and not get scored on. All right. So first priority right now is just get some boost, and then we can worry about defense. All right, luckily we're in champ, so we get the option where we can just push into their net. There's things like air dribbles, you know, air dribble bumps, ceiling shots, flip resets, all that stuff. If you can pull it off, go for it. But like, sometimes it's just too risky. It uses a lot of boost. You just don't have the time. They ceiling challenge you these days. So the options I'm giving myself in this video are pushing the ball into the net. This is like, why is this so jank? Pushing the ball into their net, flicking it into their net, or low 50ing into their net. That's basically all I'm going to be going for. Okay, he challenged in our corner, and so now we just push it into their net. Nice. We'll see if our opponent figures out that he shouldn't challenge in our corner, but this is going to happen quite frequently, especially for anything lower than like champ 3 in ones. Like champ 2, they start to figure it out. They're faster, but I don't know. Sometimes the game sense is just not there. Alright, see if we can do a better job on this kickoff. Okay, we hit the center of the ball, so it's not going straight into our net. That's a bonus. Grab this boost really quickly. Our opponent's going to have somewhat of an attack, but it's not going to be super easy for him to score. Try not to get bumped. We got bumped. Should be safe for you to challenge in your own corner. Sometimes it's not, which sucks, but generally speaking, it is safe for you to do that. I have no boost, so we're just going to abandon this ball. Grab some pads. Can't actually go for the big boost, which is sad. Okay, now I can. If you don't know already, don't challenge them in their corner. I'm gonna have to jump for this, unfortunately. Do we get back in time? Like, to score? We do. Good. What I was trying to say is, don't challenge them in their corner, and you want them to challenge you in yours. And if they're not challenging you in yours, you're cooked. That means they know what they're doing. But if they are challenging you in yours, then it's a free game. As you can see. Let's see if I can do a better performance on my kickoffs here. Oh, my card didn't jump. So it's like so close, you know, you get the flip to happen, but then oh, well, you know what? Maybe we'll go for a little bit of a never mind. I didn't jump off the wall. And now I didn't flip. Okay, I need to start pressing my button a little harder. This seems to work. I apologize for the horrible gameplay. It's not my fault, I promise. Okay, this is slightly awkward. Just try not to get demoed, which is exactly what happened. Don't worry, if your controller works, you won't have this issue, right? Alright, come on. There we go. Nice and normal kickoff. Grab the boost. He's gonna pinch it for some reason. Which, you know, if it was a good pinch, it would work. Again, our opponent is challenging us on our side of the field. Wasn't quite the corner there, but you know that if he challenges you and you get it past him, it's in his net, so. Just watching your opponent. You guys know this. I'm just trying to give you the general game plan. This is so dumb. Why does this keep happening? He went for that boost, which is funny, because now I can just grab this one. Gotta be a little careful that the ball doesn't go over my head, because the way it was bouncing was not very friendly. This is dangerous here. Sometimes, like, you'll get into a 50 right there, and it'll just pinch in your net, so I just decide to leave the ball. Okay, now we're just gonna book it for this boost and try not to get demoed. Okay, that works. I feel so repetitive, but like, yeah, we're just kind of trying to 50 the ball in such a way that we're not getting scored on. And then your opponent will probably be out of boost and you can just push it in their net. Yes, it's boring. And you can go for flip resets. Like, now that we're up by 4 goals, I can go for riskier stuff. But if you just want to win the game, then maybe you shouldn't. Like, I could go for that. There's no reason to not go for it, besides it's a little risky. But you could say it's arguably riskier to worry, like, okay, I'm talking. It makes it hard to watch out for stuff like that when I'm talking, bro. But yeah, you could say that it's arguably risky to rely on defense, you know, and just go for the attack to prevent his attack, and that is true. So I'm not telling you to just defend only the entire time. I just want you to be concentrating on not overcommitting, because overcommitting is the fastest way to lose. If you see the opportunity to go for something, go for it. Like, this may be an opportunity to go up the wall. He will cut me off though, so never mind. Just trying to demonstrate a point, Nikki, but you know, it's fine. Ones is also a lot easier if you can read your opponent. Like, if you know what he's gonna do, then there's no threat. Okay, please don't go for this still. Like, he should not be here anymore. He doesn't have any boost. Now we get a free ball. He'll probably challenge because, I mean, he's so, like, the psychology that's happening right now is that he's 3 down with a minute left. So he's going to be a little more aggressive. He's going to go for things even when he doesn't have the boost. So just have to be wary of that. We can kind of just play keep away at this point, but we'll try to keep it interesting. He's challenging from the ceiling, so, you know, just be on the lookout for that. Don't lose the challenge too badly. That ball got away from me. We're gonna fake this a little bit. I think I get the boost. Okay, I get the boost, but I get bumped. Luckily I'm fast, I guess. That may be a forfeit, we'll see. No, he plays on. Good. We like that. Well, with the way that my controller's doing me, I'm either like really good at faking kickoffs or I just don't, or you know, I just get scored on. Oh, okay, we got lucky again. I'm gonna try to preserve your boost. Make sure you don't miss that pad. Like when you're low boost, pads like, look, I mean, I grabbed it twice. I now have 49 boost. Somehow I saved that. I'm gonna 50 this. I accidentally jumped over the ball. Jumped a little early. I'm gonna blame it on my button again. I believe it got stuck because I just tried to tap it, and when you just tap it, you don't jump very high. But I think it got stuck, and so I like held it down. It's fine. I really don't care if it gets scored on because we're just up too many goals. Did I hit that hard enough? Oh no. He's gonna challenge, so we just 50 it. Like, there's just nothing he can do. Keep it up. Oh, okay. And there you go. So that's how you win ones. I understand I'm a little bit low ranked in ones right now, but I promise I'll get back up to where I was. I just haven't played any ones games. So I figured since I was low rated, it'd be a good time to show you how to win. And I didn't do anything fancy, you know? I did nothing special. I mean, I was basically flakes. I messed up all my kickoffs, and we still won. So that's just what I wanted to show you, was that you can win with mediocre mechanics, and you just want to have a good game plan. You're going to make mistakes, you're going to lose kickoffs, you're going to lose games, but the general game plan is to just have good defense. You get that through experience by trying to force them into your corner. You'll figure out ways that are successful, how to 50 the ball, and just having this mindset shift of, oh, attack, make sure you're scoring goals, to, you know, make sure you're not losing, make sure you're not getting scored on, and then you can worry about the scoring part. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know if this was helpful at all, because I feel like this was slightly just stating the obvious, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.